baseball. We've been on radio before, but if you go to YouTube, Total Media Sports, you can watch it, and you have to listen to us, too. Yes. Dan, good to have you here today.
It's nice to be back, and can't fill in Pete's big shoes, but I'll certainly give it a shot.
You will give it a shot, and we'll have fun doing it, no question about it. Turns out to be a beautiful evening here at Sparky Howler Field. Didn't look that way at 10 o'clock this morning. Boy, and they have done a wonderful job of getting this field ready to play. There was a ton of rain out there. But tonight, it is your Jackson Ironmen playing host to Logan Elm. Logan Elm is about ready to put their first batter in the box. We just are getting started with this contest. First hitter in tonight's game will be Josh Hunter, their center fielder. For the Ironmen, they'll start out on the mound with Gavin Jones, our ace as far as that goes. Obviously, Noah Ernst will be at the catcher's position. We'll get all the other spots here in just a moment. First pitch is a called strike on the outside edge. One thing you'll see, the scoreboard sometimes a little bit hard to read, Dan, so you got to pay attention on balls and strikes here. Second one is a foul tip, goes down the first base side.
I'm glad I got my new glasses. It's a little tough, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It can be. Now there's some nice bright lights there. It's 0-2 count. Gavin was the reigning Frontier Athletic Conference Player of the Year last year, and our Jackson Ironman. There's a swing and a miss in the first batter up, and it's a strikeout on the swing.
Got him on a fastball on the outside corner.
No doubt about it. Second batter will be Cam Ebert. He is their catcher for Logan Elm. This is Logan Elm's opening night. This is actually the first night you can play varsity baseball on the boys' side. Now, girls started last Saturday.
Yeah.
They've been at it for a week. They get a week ahead, so our girls already jumped out to a 5-0 record. Believe it or not, they've had a busy week. First pitch from Gavin is a strike. Umpire's a little slow on his signal there, so we'll try to not guess too much at it. Righty versus righty. Gavin coming home, and that's just a touch on the outside corner, so that'll be the first ball. 1-1, 1 out. Jackson Ironman baseball certainly has been a success. Coming off a season, they were 23-5 last year. There's a swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Went 10-0 in the Frontier Athletic Conference. That gets you that gold ball. We celebrated that at one of the home basketball games. That was a great thing.
And had that season in when a 3-1 loss to Washington Courthouse in the district championship game over at Athens.
That was a heartbreaker. That pitch is a little high and inside, leans the batter back. 2-2 the count. Cam Ebert, the catcher for Logan Elm. Certainly has been fun doing these games. There's a swing and a miss. Gavin is starting off right where he finished last year. With his outstanding season of pitching, he has struck out the first 2 batters he has faced.
Put that one right on the outside corner and in there for a called third strike.
He'll tease you a little bit when he gets 2 strikes on you, but Ryan Simets will be the shortstop. Noah Ernst behind the plate, as we mentioned. Center field, Nolan Johnson moves from left field from last year. There's a swing and a miss from the third hitter. Gavin Jones naturally pitching. Tucker Williams at second base. Bodie Wolford left field. Garrett Legg will play first base tonight. Jensen Green in right field. Easton McGraw will be our third baseman. 0-2 is the count. Gavin has a chance here to strike out the side. Third batter was Kenton Bennington. The pitch is coming, and that one is a called third strike. So 3 up, 3 down, all via the strikeout. After a half inning, it is obviously Jackson Ironman 0, Logan Elm 0. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Bryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Bryan Moore Construction delivers quality craftsmanship on time, on budget, and according to specifications. Choose Bryan Moore Construction for your next build, remodel, or roofing project. Call today for a free estimate. 740-418-6140.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Half inning in the books, and boy, Gavin Jones took care of business. The fielders got a little bored. He strikes out the side.
Certainly did.
Strikeout, first two batters on swings, and the second one taking a look at it there. Jackson will come to the plate, the bottom of the first inning. Leading off will be Ryan Simetz, our shortstop, plus our point guard, plus our receiver. He plays them all, folks, and it is sure fun to watch him.
On the mound for the Logan Elm Braves is Mason Gentry.
The one thing Coach McGraw said, it's obviously opening day for everybody, didn't know a lot, but he had understanding is that Logan Elm has multiple good pitchers. So Gentry obviously must be one of their best. There's a 1-1 strike to Ryan Simetz. Ryan, the second half of the year last year as a sophomore, really started hitting the ball, and not surprisingly, because we know how strong he is, hits with power.
Ryan stepping in close to the plate on that third pitch.
1 2 strikes. Right-handed pitcher. Ryan pops it up into right field. I think it's going to be in play. Right fielder camps under it, and he makes a catch in foul territory.
Yeah, right on the other side of the line, so that's the first out for the Ironmen.
Second batter will be Noah Ernst. Noah, one of truly the top players in all Southeastern District, possibly the best catcher anywhere around. Good enough that Ohio University wants to bring his talents there next year, which is such an exciting thing. A scholarship and academic, both academic and athletically, and Noah's going to go to OU for free, and that's really a thrill.
Special.
Very special player. He was obviously all FAC last year, first team all district, and headed to OU, but we get him for one more year. One of the best catchers that you'll see all season long, but he will be the best catcher we'll see all season long. 1-1 the count on Noah. That pitch, he hits it to, well, hits it high in the air. Center fielder is going to be able to get there, makes a catch in right center field, and that is 2 outs for Jackson.
It got under just a little bit. It got it way up in the air, and the center fielder able to camp under it.
Nice big field here, as we all know, here at Sparky Howler Field. The tall left field stands, the black monster out there, if you want to call it, but center field very deep. Third batter will be Nolan Johnson. We sure talked a lot about him in the football season. What a great season he had running the football for our Jackson Ironmen.
FAC MVP of the league.
And headed to Army on a football scholarship. What a way to go after high school to West Point. Couldn't be much more prouder of him than that. Yeah. 1-1 strike to Nolan. Nolan moved over from left field to right field. There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. He fields it cleanly and he gets it across the diamond. Able to beat Nolan out there. So that's 3 up, 3 down for the Jackson Ironmen. So after 1 inning of play, it is your Jackson Ironmen 0, Logan Elm 0. Listen to our sponsors. They're the reason we're here. We'll be right back.
Osborne Equipment Service.
Is Ralph there?
You sure you've got the right number?
Is he there?
Well, what's he look like?
He's got white hair and spots.
Is Ralph your dog?
He's a Dalmatian.
Why would he be here at Osborne Equipment Service?
You always say you have something for everyone.
We do, with service for trucks, trailers, buses, and RVs, and we're family owned and operated. Maybe you should look in your backyard for Ralph.
I'll just call his cell phone.
Your diesel specialist since 1979. Osborne Equipment Service in Jackson, Ohio. Call 800-937-3501.
One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools. Athletic events, concerts, and plays. You can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game. hear a concert, see a play. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Home. It's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Jackson County Banking Center wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. Jackson County Banking Center, here for you now, here for your future. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Sparky Haller Field, beautiful night, good crowd on hand. The Ironmen fans have come out in numbers tonight to watch their Jackson Ironmen. Third baseman Zane Seymour is going to be up against Gavin Jones. Gavin couldn't have done much more in the top of the first with 3 batters and 3 strikeouts.
3 up, 3 down, but there's a sharp ball hit.
That's a rope. Hit out into left center field. Quickly brought in.
First hit of the game today.
Yes. Yep. Bodie Wolford gets that one back in quickly to the infield. First batter is on. Mason Gentry, the pitcher. Nice size young man, too. He's got some size on him there. Batting 5th for Logan Elm. Pitch on the outside edge. 1 strike. It's always interesting to watch what kind of leads they try to get out. Noah Ernst will throw behind the runners at any given moment. That pitch is low and outside.
Garrett Legg holding that runner on first base.
Sure had fun watching Garrett Legg, a senior. Came to Jackson High School this year, played a whole season of basketball for Coach Max Marboy. There is a shot to left field right by the third baseman. So the first 2 batters are on with back-to-back singles.
That ball again hit very sharply to the left side, got through the shortstop and in for a first base hit.
Yeah, that Easton McGraw, who plays the hot corner for us, outstanding fielder, but he had no shot at that one. The next batter would Brady Neff. He's the right fielder. Has 2 runners on, nobody out. Logan Elm threatening here in the top of the 2nd inning. And now they're going to call Gavin a balk, and that's going to advance the runners to 2nd and 3rd. So now first base will be open, but 2 runners in scoring position. Brady Neff at the plate. There's a ball hit high in the air. The Ironman should have a play on it. Looks like Garrett Legg is camped underneath that. It's not hit deep enough for a runner to tag. So the pop-up out by Neff. Still have 2 runners in scoring position, but we get that first out.
A long fly-by ball by the Logan Elm Braves will get the first run across the board tonight.
They'd have a chance. Grant Klein, the first baseman, up. 2 runners in scoring position. Throw behind to the runner, and they got him.
Yes, they did.
A beautiful job. Ryan Simes snuck behind. I've seen this happen many times with the Josh McGraw team. Gavin did the quick turnaround. Good throw, good tag, and we get the lead or the runner out at 2nd base. 2 outs now and a man on 3rd. Big out. There's a ball hit right to Gavin. He's going to catch it, jog it over toward first base, toss it underhanded to Garrett Legg. And the Ironmen get out of trouble with the pickoff, the pop-up, and the ground out. So after 1.5, it is a Jackson Ironmen 0, Logan Elm the same. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Baby, Ramey's Homes is all shook up over our low rock bottom prices. One of America's most popular manufactured and modular homes. Ramey's Homes has the largest selection of quality built to manufactured homes in southern Ohio with the most flexible terms available. Don't be cruel, hurry to Ramey's Mobile Homes, 7 miles west of MacArthur on Route 50 and 2 miles south of Chillicothe on US 23, baby. And we'll see you there. teddy bear.
Spring is in the air, and the McNerlin Network team at Howard Hanna is proud to sponsor Herds of Hope and their annual Spring Vendor Fair. Join us April 5th at Christchurch in Jackson, where you can shop, support local vendors, and even sign up to be one yourself. Visit the McNerlin Network team's Facebook page or Herds of Hopes to sign up, or call us at 702-6000. Have the link emailed to you. Plus, don't miss out on the Egg My Yard event. Let Herds of Hope's royalty help you hide eggs for your little ones. At Howard Hanna, we don't just sell homes, we invest in our community. Green and gold means sold. Call 702-6000 or stop by the McNerlin Network team at 135 East Huron Street in Jackson for more details. See you at the Spring Vendor Fair, and don't forget to Egg My Yard.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better.
Fourth batter in the Ironmen lineup is Gavin Jones. Outstanding hitter and pitcher for Jackson. First pitch is way high and outside. Ball one, the second one up about eye level. Should be a quick 2-0 count.
I think if this game ends at 7, I forgot to clock in.
3-0 is the count. Gavin gets ahead of the count on this one.
The ball goes off the catcher's mitt and hits the backstop. Retrieved by the Ironman.
That pitch is outside. Gavin draws a walk. Ironmen get their first base runner of the contest. Logan Elm in the top of the second got both batters on. A balk moving to second and third. Nobody out, and the Ironmen get out of the inning. Let's see if we can get something going. Tucker Williams, senior second baseman, pitcher, play about anywhere, but very valuable player. Tucker is headed to Yale, Dob. We didn't have those options, did we?
You know, class valedictorian along with a couple other Ironman baseball players.
3 valedictorians on this roster. Nolan Johnson,
Easton
McGraw, and Tucker Williams. 0-2 the count to Tucker. Great group of people. A lot of people coming back. Good. You know, we lost some good seniors last year, but a great nucleus coming back for this baseball team. There's a ground ball, just foul of third base. That one would have been a hard one to throw Tucker out. He could scoot down the line. Still an 0-2 count.
Gavin Jones gets his lead. And
there is a fly ball, right side, out of play.
I don't even know where that went. That wasn't out, that was a foul.
Over the fence and over Huron Street.
Well, and always that excitement to just got to watch him to see who might be driving into one of those. We hope nobody. There's a throw over to first. Gavin gets back, dives back, but gets back easily. Nobody out. Runner on first. 0-2 the count to Tucker. The pitch, and that's inside. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, looked a little inside and high to me, but he's called out.
It didn't to the umpire, so there's one out. Bodie Wolford, junior, left fielder, played right field most of last year. Can pitch for the Ironmen at times. There, Bodie turns on it, hits a foul ball down the left or the third base line. 0-1 the count. One out now. Gavin still standing over there on first base. Pitch is low and inside. Big shout out to Ryan Jones, Gavin's dad. Gavin included, but OVB, Ryan Jones, they are really trying to do a facelift on this press box, and it's work in progress, but it is going to be really nice. There is a shot by Bodie Wolford over the center fielder's head and over the field.
Deep left center field, and
Bodie,
no doubt about that one.
Well, I was going to tell you, we talk about how strong Ryan Simets is. I was going to say the same thing about Bodie. Surprise, those guys are strong. That one he turned on nicely. Lifted it up in the air, and if there's anything, the breeze is blowing out a little bit that direction. But that is a home run for Bodie Wolford. So the Ironmen take a quick 2-0 lead in this contest. Just to the left of the S on Sparky Haller Field.
The Logan Elm Braves threatening the top half of this second inning, but now the Ironmen didn't score, but now the Ironmen on the board with 2-0 lead.
Senior Garrett Legg, the first baseman up there, fouls that one back over Huron Street and out of play. 0-1 the count. Todd Compston down here from the Telegram, covering Jackson Ironman baseball. Always good to see the media here. 0-1 pitch. Garrett Legg. Called second strike, 0-2 the count. His delay action on there, you're just not sure, especially after that called strike on Tucker. That's high and inside, backs him up. There's a hard hit ground ball to the third baseman. He fields it cleanly. The throw across the diamond is in time. Ground out by Garrett. We'll bring up Jensen Green. Here is a utility man. Dobb, a Swiss Army knife. They're just saying Jensen can probably play anywhere. But he is an unknown factor in Southeast Ohio because he'd probably be one of the very best catchers. Just happens behind maybe the very best catcher. But he is in right field tonight. He can do a lot. He could even pitch if they had to.
And he's a left-hander.
Left-handed batter. There's a fly ball. It's down the left field line. Does the first baseman have a play? The shortstop actually dove for it. I think got his glove on it, but did not control it. So Jensen lives another day. 0-1 the count. Jensen Green, the right fielder. He is a junior. Nice combination, seniors, juniors. This is potentially a very good lineup here for this Ironman baseball team. Ironmen have been outstanding over the last 4 seasons. They have an 84-18 record. 3 FAC championships. A pitch to Jensen. Fouls that one back over the fence in the backyards here. 2 outs, nobody on after the 2-run homer by Bodie Wolford.
Oh, yeah.
0-2 count to Jensen. Now he takes a timeout, steps out of the box. Breezy tonight, but not as windy as the first 3 nights as we did girls softball this week. That had a gust of a wind going always from left to right field.
And about 20 degrees cooler.
Much cooler. It's a beautiful night. The pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jensen looking down at his third base coach for a sign. And
Coach Josh McGraw always on third base. Coach Williams on first base. Coach Morgan Williams. The 1-2 pitch. It's a hard hit ball to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly, gets a throw over there. Jensen can motor down the line, but they get him in time. So the Ironmen with 1 hit and a walk. The 1 hit was a home run that gives Jackson the 2-0 lead after 2 innings. We will be right back.
Brian Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Brian Moore Construction delivers quality craftsmanship on time, on budget, and according to specifications. Choose Brian Moore Construction for your next build, remodel, or roofing project. Call today for a free estimate. 740-418-6140.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
baseball legend.
Okay, we're back here at Sparky Howler Field. 2 innings in the book, and the Ironmen hold the 2-0 lead. That is the result of a Bodie Wolford home run to a little bit left of center field, and boy, he hit it nice, hit it high, and gave the Ironmen a lead. Gavin Jones will now be facing Cantor Congrove. He is their second baseman.
Fouls that first pitch off over the right side.
First inning, Gavin strikes out the side. Second inning, gives up 2 hits to start the inning, balks him over to second and third, and we get 3 quick outs. One of those was the pickoff at second base, was a great play. That's a ball to the outside, should be a 1-1 count. Ooh, the curveball just stayed outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Like that one may have been just a hair low.
Just a bit. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 inside. We're going to walk the leadoff batter. And Lucas Biley will come to the plate, left fielder. Been watching softball for 3 games in a row, Dob. There's a lot of bunting, or at least looks, fakes to bunt in that game. Haven't seen a bunt attempt yet. We'll see if Logan Elm wants to advance a runner. And he does, shows a bump, pops it up. Noah Ernst has it. The throw back to first base, and it's a double play. Bumped it up probably about 20 feet in the air, and Noah makes the catch and immediately throws down to Garrett Legg.
Because the runner at first had taken off, and he's about halfway to second base, and Ernst had no trouble throwing him out.
Great job there. Double play for the Ironmen. And that'll bring up their DH, Jace Fox. Oh, I'm sorry. That is their leadoff hitter, Josh Hunter. He fouls it down the third base side.
Hunter played center field, and he saw Bodie Wolford's home run fly right over his head and cleared the fence.
Right-handed batter. Cade, he had a strikeout the first time at bat. On a swing and a miss. Here's the pitch, and that's a curveball. It hangs up there in the air. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quick 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Game moving along quickly. Okay, waiting for the umpire to call a strike, but he didn't. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a pitch right down the middle and a swing and a miss. So we've got a 2-2 count.
2 outs here. Nobody on base.
The 2-2, it's a foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Count stays at 2-2. The pitch a little bit low and outside. Count goes full. Gavin walked the first batter, but a bunt attempt popped up in the air, and a great throw by Noah Ernst down to first base, beating the runner back. We got 2 quick outs. Full count. Oh, foul tipped it, but Noah Ernst caught it, so that is a strikeout. So 3 innings in the book. 2.5 innings in the book. It is your Jackson Ironmen 2, Logan Elm 0. Sponsors, listen to them. We certainly appreciate Total Media getting these broadcasts on the live stream. We'll be right back.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Osborne Equipment Service.
Is Ralph there?
You sure you've got the right number?
Is he there? there?
Well, what's he look like?
He's got white hair and spots.
Is Ralph your dog?
He's a Dalmatian.
Why would he be here at Osborne Equipment Service?
You always say you have something for everyone.
We do, with service for trucks, trailers, buses, and RVs, and we're family owned and operated. Maybe you should look in your backyard for Ralph.
I'll just call his cell phone.
Your diesel specialist since 1979. Osborne Equipment Service in Jackson, Ohio. Call 800-937-3501.
Bottom of the third. Ironmen coming up to the plate. They hold the 2-0 lead. Easton McGraw will get his first bat on this brand new season. It's opening night here, opening day celebration. And we're certainly going to hope it's a better opening day than the Reds had yesterday,
boy.
Dob.
Ninth inning.
Oh, my gosh.
Disaster, wasn't it?
That was a disaster. But they get 161 more games. We don't get quite that many.
No.
In baseball. But Easton McGraw, outstanding third baseman, valedictorian, also son of the head coach Josh McGraw.
He wears number 22 and plays third base. Steps into the right-handed hitter.
Righty against righty. Third baseman in just a bit, taking maybe a thought that Easton might try to lay a bunt down.
Yeah, he's on the edge of the grass there, just off third base.
First pitch is high. Ball one. That pitch is inside, leans him back a little bit. Ball two.
Ironmen trying to add to their 2-0 lead here in the third inning.
That pitch is a strike. Curveball, caught the outside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike to senior Easton Fannin. And here's the pitch.
Easton McGraw.
Easton McGraw, whoops. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 to Easton. Just inside, so he's worked a full count. The full count pitch, high. Easton works a walk. Nice job by our third baseman and our 9th batter. That brings up the top of the order, Ryan Simets. Ryan flied out in the first inning. Easton has good wheels, always a running threat. Gets a comfortable lead at first base. And that pitch gets away all the way to the backstop. Easton gets a nice little move to second base there easily. That is a wild pitch. Man on second, nobody out. Jackson has a little something going. Ryan Simets has a batter and score, or a runner in scoring position.
Way off the outside, and catcher was able just to get a tip of his glove on that.
Pitch a touch high, quickly 2-0 the count to our shortstop, junior Ryan Simets.
A single will get another run in as the Ironmen in scoring position.
Here's the pitch. There's a swing. It's a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I went to pick up my friend's medicine, or my mom's medicine. And then I went to my friend's house to buy it with my friend. It's the one I used to have. I had to drop off a...
That pitch is outside. 3-1 the count. First base open, but you hate to get the first 2 runners on. Ironmen are hoping for that. Pitch to Ryan. And it is a ball 4, so he will walk Ryan Simets. The first 2 batters get on via the walk. And Noah Ernst coming to the plate. Noah flied out in the first inning. Jackson posing a threat here. They hold the 2-0 lead. Appreciate you tuning in on YouTube, Total Media Sports. There's a bunt look, and Noah bunts it down the left or the third base line. It will be foul.
It rolled foul just shy of the third base.
Easton was running, so if third baseman fields it, it was certainly going to be a sacrifice if he can throw Noah out. Runners get their lead. Nobody out. Noah shows bunt again. That time bunts it down the third baseline. I don't know if third baseman can get him. He cannot. Throws it wild. 1 run will come in. That one goes down the right field line. Second run, Ryan Simets will stop at third. Give Noah Ernst a single on that bunt attempt because he had it beat out easily. Then the error on the throw gets him to second. Where Simets goes all the way to third. Easton McGraw scores the run. The Ironmen have a 3-1 or 3-0 lead.
Perfect bunt laid down.
That was perfect. Grass here is a little bit thick, and with all that rain, it slowed up a lot on that third baseman, and he didn't have much opportunity there. Nolan Johnson now gets 2 runners in scoring position. Still nobody out. Nolan batting third this year. Gavin Jones on deck. There's a line drive to right field. It lands in front of the right fielder. That should score 2 runs. No, it just advanced 1. Now, an errant pitch comes in. Nobody on second base. Nolan doing a nice job. Heads up. Gets over to second. No, Nolan don't. He's going to third, but there's already a third baseman, so we got to run. Now they got Nolan in. He drops the ball.
He's coming home, and he's out.
He is out.
That was a wild play.
Yes, it was. Nolan not aware that Noah Ernst was on third. When they missed through a throw in, he runs to third. All of a sudden, you got 2 players standing there side by side. So Nolan then running back to second. They bobble that play. Noah Ernst has to try to come home, and they do tag him out.
Well, the Ironmen get a run. It's 4-0, but this is the first game of the season. They've had a couple scrimmages, but
umpires are talking it over. Hey, just got a text from our buddy Steve Lloyd's tuned in to listen. He always hits opening day.
Down in Florida listening.
Good to hear from you, Mr. Lloyd. Umpires still talking things over. Not sure what the discussion is. At the moment, Noah Ernst is tagged out at home plate. Nolan Johnson with a line drive gets the run in to make it 4-0. Wild throw back into the infield. He goes to second.
They're going to call.
And they're going to call 2 outs. They're calling 2 outs. Now Coach McGraw wants a discussion on this. Nolan is going to be out, and I don't know if did both touch third base.
That's what they're saying is he touched third base.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
Therefore, he's out.
That is what it's going to be. So Ernst out. Nolan Johnson with a single RBI. Gets to second. Basically out on his attempt to get to third. Gavin Jones now comes up with nobody in scoring position, but we have scored 4 runs. 2 in the second, 2 in the third.
I think the Ironmen starting to hone in on the pitcher sending some balls.
Boy, that's a pretty curveball right over the middle of the plate. Gavin walked in the first inning, came home on the Bodie Wolford home run. Got the Ironmen the first 2 runs of the game. We've got 2 in this inning. That pitch is inside, 1-1 the count. Always good to see Gavin get some run support. 4-0 is your Ironman lead. Righty versus righty, and there's a ball hit deep left center field. They're chasing it back, but the center fielder can run it down. Gets the fly out, but the Ironmen come up with 2 more runs on 2 hits, a couple of walks, a couple of base running errors there that got him out of maybe a bigger inning. But after 3 innings, it is your Jackson Ironmen 4, Logan Elm 0. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Brian Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Brian Moore Construction delivers quality craftsmanship on time, on budget, and according to specifications. Choose Brian Moore Construction for your next build, remodel, or roofing project. Call today for a free estimate. 740-418-6140.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironmen Baseball. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
4-0 your score after 3 full innings, and the Ironmen back on the outfield, and Logan Elm will come to bat for their 4th time. And leading off this 4th inning is number 6, Cam Ebert.
He struck out the first, swinging in the first inning. Gavin Jones strikes out the side in that first inning. Logan Elm has 2 hits in the contest and a walk. That's been their only base runners.
First pitch from the right-hander.
That's hit deep.
Deep to the right center field, but the Ironmen able to track it down. And that's out number 1.
Nolan Johnson got a good jump on that ball. We know Nolan can really jet. He covers a lot of ground out there. Wind kind of going that direction. I thought it might get to the fence, but Nolan chases it down and gets that first out.
That brings up Kilton Bennington, the shortstop. He wears number 17. And the right-handed batter sees the first pitch. It's outside, ball 1. Second pitch for Gavin Jones. He sends that one in for a called strike, or a swinging strike. 1-1 to count with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's a hit deep. That looked like it was deep, and now it's going to be high. Coming in, and Johnson can't make the catch, and the runner goes all the way to second base, and he'll slide in safely for a double.
We'll give him a double on that one. I don't think Nolan saw that one cleanly. He didn't get quite the jump on it. He still was able to extend, dive for it, got his glove near it, but couldn't quite pull it in. So it will be a double for Bennington. With 1 out, they have a runner in scoring position.
At the plate is number 5. That's Zane Seamer, the 3rd baseman.
Seamer had a single, good line drive single his first at bat. That one just catches it, goes right under the bill of his helmet.
Yeah, that one high and inside for a 1-0 count.
You know, just the sun's out, Dan, which it hadn't been out much this week, but that makes right field and right center field just a little challenging for our fielders.
The 1-0 pitch is grounded to the left side. 3rd baseman picks it up, throws, and it's out at first, and the runner goes to 3rd base. And now 2 outs in this 4th inning for the Braves.
I think Easton McGraw showed you his arm strength on that. He
got it there
over
quickly. You mentioned it earlier. The grass with the rain today.
It's a little thick.
It hit sharply, but then it slowed down quickly, and then McGraw able to make the quick throw to first for the 2nd out. And here is the pitcher, Mason Gentry, at the plate. Looks at a outside, ball 1.
Pitcher versus pitcher.
Runner on 3rd, 2 outs, and
there's a ball that gets through.
Gets past, and coming in and scoring the first run for the Braves is the shortstop, Kilton Bennington, with the Braves' first run.
Wild pitch gets the run in, so it now stands 4-1 here at the top of the 4th inning. Still 2 outs, now no base runners.
Umpire going out and dusting off the plate as Bennington did a head first slide to come in from 3rd base. Here's the pitch, and it will be called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, there's
Hard
a shot
hit
that
ball,
could be gone.
Left center field, it will be out of here. And all of a sudden, it's a home run for the Logan Braves, and they're back to within 2.
The pitcher, Mason Gentry, now 2 for 2 in the contest, had that line drive single in the 2nd inning, but boy, he crushed that one on a line drive over the left center field fence. 4-2 is your Ironman lead right now.
Bennington met at home plate, or just after he touches it by his entire team. They come out 2-run home run, makes it 4-2. We're here in the top of the 4th inning. Gavin Jones on the hill for the Ironmen.
2 home runs in the contest. As we said, wind blowing out just a little bit. Both of them went out easily.
Brady Neff, the right fielder. Where's number 16?
He popped up in the 2nd inning.
He takes the called first strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. The Braves have got on the board. And that pitch in for a ball. Gavin Jones gets the signal from the catcher, Noah Ernst, and here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch is called. Strike. It's 1-2 now with 2 outs. The right fielder looks at, that's a slow swinging 3rd strike, and that's the end of the inning. But the Logan Elm Braves on the board with 2 makes it 4-2, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this.
One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools. Athletic events, concerts, and plays. You can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game, hear a concert, see a play. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Home. It's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Jackson County Banking Center wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. Jackson County Banking Center, here for you now, here for your future. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Sparky Haller Field, the Ironmen with the 4-2 lead, coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. And leading off for the Ironmen will be senior Tucker Williams, the 2nd baseman. Gentry remains in as the pitcher for the Braves. He had that home run in the top of the inning.
Certainly helped his cause to get Logan Elm kind of back in the game after the Ironmen had taken the 4-0 lead. 4-2 now.
Williams looks at a ball over the right side, and it's called strike 1.
Tucker struck out looking in the 2nd inning on what we thought was a very tough call. There's a fly ball.
Hits this one. It's down the right side, but out of the play, and it will hit the fence and just be a long strike for the Ironmen.
Another one of our valedictorians. 3 seniors on the roster. That's something. It's braggable.
Doesn't
very
happen
braggable.
often, does it? All right, a 0-2 count now on the Ironman 2nd baseman, and here's Gentry with the pitch. This one hit high and to left center field, going, back to the wall. It's off the wall. Tucker Williams round second and stops there, but that was a really high ball, hit deep to left center field.
I truly think the wind was a factor on that one. It was hit so high, it just kept going. Looked like left fielder might have had a shot at it. He couldn't catch up with it. Hits right at the bottom of the fence, and Tucker gets a double.
Leadoff batter well on base with a double, and here comes Bodie Wolford. He had a home run in his first at-bat.
It's not a bad start for his junior season in baseball.
And the pitch is fouled back over our heads and into the parking lot. Brings it to no balls and 1 strike to Wolford. Tucker Williams on second, looks at the third base coach McGraw, and there's a strike.
Swing and a miss on that one. I think Bodie liked that one back. He was turning on that one. I think he thought he had a shot at, just missed making contact.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball one. Oh, they call a strike on the outside corner, and Bodie Williams will go down for the first out. That'll bring up for the Ironmen Garrett Legg, the senior first baseman, steps in as a right-handed batter. Still at second base is Tucker Williams, and he starts to go.
There's a throw down.
There's a pitch outside, and the Tucker Williams able to get back to second base in time before the throw.
Tucker stretched his leg because the catcher dove for that wild pitch. I think he thought if it's through, he's got that easy move to third base, but had to hustle, get back to second in time.
Here's Gentry's pitch, and it is in for a strike against the leg, and
Garrett
one ball, one strike.
He grounded out in the second inning. Second at bat this season.
Here's the pitch on the outside, and that makes it a 2-1 count with one out here in the fourth inning. Jackson with the 4-2 lead. Tucker Williams on second, gets his lead, and catcher drops the ball, but able to retrieve it. Tucker Williams stays at second. 3-1 is the count to Legg as he looks at a strike. That went right down the middle. Count is full with now one out. Williams on second base for the Ironmen.
I think Garrett was taking that one all the way. We got on a full count now.
Here's a sharp hit sharply to his third baseman. He looks off Williams and then goes to first, and the first baseman pulls it down, kind of a wild throw or errant throw, but he able to get the leg out, and that'll make a 2 outs with Jensen Green stepping to the plate for the Ironmen.
Hit just hard enough that the third baseman, Zane Seimer, could look back Tucker at second base and still get the throw over in time to get the second out.
All right, 2 outs. Still a runner on second base. It's Tucker Williams, and the left-handed Jensen Green steps up. Gentry's first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1.
We always like to say some of those foul balls end up in Matt McKee's backyard.
Yes, they do.
From the morning show.
Green, tonight's right fielder, looks at a second pitch, and it makes the count at 1-1 with 2 outs here in this bottom of the fourth. Tucker Williams still on second base. And there's the pitch, little high, and the count goes to 2-1.
Easton McGraw on deck. Scored one of the runs for the Ironmen. There's a hard hit ball to third. He's going to have a hard time beating out that. Did he get? Oh, what a play by the third baseman.
He dug that one out and fired it over the first and beat him by a half a step, and that ends the inning. Still 4-2. Jackson with the lead, and we'll be back with top of the 5th inning right after this.
Spring is in the air, and the McNerlin Network team at Howard Hanna is proud to sponsor Herds of Hope and their annual Spring Vendor Fair. Join us April 5th at Christchurch in Jackson, where you can shop, support local vendors, and even sign up to be one yourself. Visit the McNerlin Network team's Facebook page or Herds of Hopes to sign up, or call us at 702-6000 to have the link emailed to you. Plus, don't miss out on the Egg My Yard event. Let Herds of Hope's royalty help you hide eggs for your little ones. At Howard Hanna, we don't just sell homes, we invest in our community. Green and gold means sold. Call 702-6000 or stop by the McNerlin Network team at 135 East Huron Street in Jackson for more details. See you at the Spring Vendor Fair, and don't forget to Egg My Yard.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Vinton County National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. VCNB, here for you now, here for your future. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Grant Klein. Yeah. The Ironmen lead 4-2, top of the 5th. Gavin Jones remains on the hill for the Ironmen, and Grant Klein, the first baseman, comes in to lead off here in this inning.
Ironmen an inning ago ran themselves basically out of a big play inning and then got a double to lead off that last inning and didn't get him advanced, so left a few runs maybe on the board. Let's see if we can keep this 4-2 lead.
And Jones' first hit or pitch is hit solid down the left field or left line, and it goes out. Foul ball.
Foul by a couple feet. Grant grounded out in the second inning. Too many G's there.
Yes,
for
they
me.
are. Here's new batter, and the first pitch is, or the second pitch is a ball, 1-1 the count. There's a ball to the outside, and it will be 2-1.
Curve just a little too much.
Gavin Jones with the 2-1 pitch. And this one right down the pike. It's a strike, 2-2. Looked like a straight fastball from
That was
Jones.
a fastball, yeah.
This one popped up center or infield, and your leg camps under it, makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning.
Ironmen have a little bit of activity in the bullpen. Eli Ray Jr. is down there warming up, whether we'll see him or not. Maybe, as you said, whether Gavin Jones, maybe they don't want to go so many pitches with him as this is opening night.
Stepping in is Kenner Congrove. Congrove, the second baseman. Looks at a pitch outside. Ball one. One out here in the top of the fifth. Braves trailing the Ironmen 4-2. Second pitch just outside. And time is called.
Morgan Williams is, whenever they want to communicate something, Morgan always goes out. He also calms him down and talks to him, does a great job of that. If Josh McGraw goes out, they're usually making a change.
The hook, yes.
Might see something from the dugout as far as mechanics go.
4-2 is your score. Time on the field with the 2-0 count. Just one out for the Braves.
Brandon Stevens and the Iron Ladies softball team went to 5-0 last night with a big 10-0 win over Miami Trace. Hit the ball very well. They got a mercy ruled 5-inning win on that one. They're off to a flying start this year.
Gavin Jones' pitch is right down the middle. First strike, it's 2-1.
Bryn Denny, 3 hits, 3 runs. KJ Worsham, 3 RBI night. Had a double and a triple. Maddie Wright, 3 RBI night. Izzy Swisher, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Boy, the meat of the order was hitting the ball nice last night for the Iron Ladies.
They certainly were. 2-2 the count with 1 out. Nobody on base. Jones' pitch is swung and missed. That's a strikeout.
It is the 6th strikeout of the contest for Gavin.
It looks like we're going to have Jace Fox, the designated hitter. He wears number 23. He steps in as a third batter in the inning. Jackson with the 4-2 lead. Nobody on, 2 outs. Jones, first pitch. It's a strike. It's a strike.
Fox is the batter that bunted in that 3rd inning, popped it up, and the Ironmen were able to make a double play out of that.
He swings at a second pitch, and it's a strike. 2 outs, 0-2 count is for Fox. He looks at that one, and it's a called third strike, and Gavin Jones, whatever Morgan Williams said to him, certainly worked. And
usually always has words of wisdom from Morgan.
4-2 is your score, bottom of the inning coming up, and we'll be back right after this timeout.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Vinton County National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. VCNB, here for you now, here for your future. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Osborne Equipment Service.
Is Ralph there?
You sure you've got the right number?
Is he there?
Well, what's he look like?
He's got white hair and spots.
Is Ralph your dog?
He's a Dalmatian.
Why would he be here at Osborne Equipment Service?
You always say you have something for everyone.
We do, with service for trucks, trailers, buses, and RVs, and we're family owned and operated. Maybe you should look in your backyard for Ralph.
I'll just call his cell phone.
Your diesel specialist since 1979. Osborne Equipment Service in Jackson, Ohio. Call 800-937-3501.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Sparky Haller Field as the 9th batter leading off, Easton McGraw. We'll have 9-1-2 in this top of the inning, or bottom of the inning. Gentry still in as the starting pitcher for the Braves.
Easton walked in his first at bat, ended up scoring one of the 4 runs for the Ironmen.
The second pitch, and it's called strike. That evens the count at 1-1. Gentry working fast, and there's a hit to second or shortstop. Long throw over the first. He digs it out, and that's out number 1. This will be the leadoff batter, Ryan Simons, the shortstop.
Fouled out the flew out the first inning, then the 3rd inning drew a walk.
Nobody on base as the junior Ryan Simons steps in. That pitch, they're going to give him a little low for first pitch, ball 1.
He scored the run on the Nolan Johnson hit in that 3rd inning.
Here's a fly to right field,
deep.
going back, and it's corralled by the right fielder just short of the wall. And that'll be out number 2. So the Ironmen going down 1-2 here in this 5th inning. Hit it off the handle a little bit, got it out in front of it, and ball off the right side, but the right fielder enough time to track it down. That brings up Noah Ernst.
Jackson has 4 runs, but have utilized them. They only have 3 hits in the contest.
Ernst looks at first pitch. It's a little high, ball 1. And second base looked like a curveball.
Knuckleball.
Gets it one hopper, no glove. The shortstop does a nice job of throwing him out. Didn't put the glove on it, just one hopped it barehanded, and that's the end of the inning. After 5, it's still 4-2 Jackson. We'll be back right after this.
Baby, Ramey's Homes is all shook up over our low rock bottom presses. One of America's most popular manufactured and modular homes. Ramey's Homes has the largest selection of quality built to manufactured homes in southern Ohio with the most flexible terms available. Don't be cruel. Hurry to Ramey's Mobile Homes, 7 miles west of MacArthur on Route 50 and 2 miles south of Chillicothe on US 23, baby. And we'll see you there, teddy bear.
Hurry down to Stillhouse Rock.
Spring is in the air, and the McNerland Network team at Howard Hanna is proud to sponsor Herds of Hope and their annual Spring Vendor Fair. Join us April 5th at Christ Church in Jackson, where you can shop, support local vendors, and even sign up to be one yourself. Visit the McNerland Network team's Facebook page or Herds of Hopes to sign up, or call us at 702-6000 to have the link emailed to you. Plus, don't miss out on the Egg My Yard event. Let Herds of Hope's royalty help you hide eggs for your little ones. At Howard Hanna, we don't just sell homes, we invest in our community. Green and gold means sold. Call 702-6000 or stop by the McNerland Network team at 135 East Huron Street in Jackson for more details. See you at the Spring Vendor Fair, and don't forget to egg my yard.
Back here at Sparky Haller Field. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning in a fast-moving pitching duel here, and I'm looking over Gavin, our board op's shoulder, and boy, Steve Lloyd texted and said, what great camera angle views we're giving him this year, and I can see what he's saying, how that center field camera gives you an excellent view of the pitcher and home plate. Thank you, Total Media, for really going all out this year to stream these games. We're going to do every home Jackson baseball game. And for the first time ever, Total Media, we are going to do 6 regular season girls softball games. And as my understanding is, we'll do all tournament games for both teams. So pretty exciting venture. They're not only doing that for Jackson, they're doing that for a vast number of radio stations in Southeast Ohio.
And you'll get your sidekick back next game.
Mr. Wilson should be back around, yes. Top of the order, Josh Hunter leads off for Logan Elm. Good first pitch by Gavin. Gavin pitching in the top of the 6th inning. Giving up 4 hits. One of those a home run, but since that home run, he has struck 3 of the next 4 batters out. That pitch is high and outside on the 0-2 count. There's a swing and a miss. Tagged out by Noah Ernst. Throws it down to first, just precautionary, but the strikeout is good, and that is 4 of the last 5 batters for Logan Elm have struck out. I think the home run might have got Gavin a little bit irked.
We started with striking out the side in the first inning, and then I think you're right.
Second batter, Cam Ebert, catcher. First pitch called strike. Right fielder's going to be happy. The clouds have come in, not quite as sunny as it was. That pitch is low and outside. Swing and a miss on a ball that was well outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll be back on the air with Jackson Ironmen baseball on Tuesday, weather permitting. Uniota comes to town. And Thursday, we're going to have the Iron Ladies back on Thursday night. And there's a swing and a miss. Okay.
2 quick outs there, and
5 of the last 6 via strikeout. 9 strikeouts in the contest for Gavin Jones. We hold the 4-2 lead. The pitch to Kelton Bennington. He has had the double, scored a run in that 4th inning for Logan Elm. First pitch, a ball. Next one is a line drive, and Tucker Williams chases it down, makes an outstanding play at second base, and the Logan Elm
1-2-3.
Indians, they go down 1-2-3, so we are all of a sudden at the bottom of the 6th inning with the Ironmen holding a 4-2 lead. Listen to our sponsors' commercials. We'll be right.
Dan and I are heading up there, so, but I'll call you and we can talk about it. Okay, bye.
A little bit of a technical glitch there, but we are back on, bringing you the game. The first pitch, or second pitch to Nolan Johnson, is a line drive, and he hits it right at the 3rd baseman. 1 out for the Ironman, Gavin Jones, the pitching star so far in tonight's contest. He holds a 4-2 lead. Gavin has had a walk, scored a run, flied out his second at bat, 3rd time up this year. Ironmen are actually 3 outs away from a victory tonight, Dan.
They are.
We'd love a little insurance right here if we could get it. That pitch will catch the inside edge of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. There is 1 out.
And that first victory will give Coach McGraw 85-14 over the last 4 seasons.
Jackson baseball has really been on a nice run here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paul low and outside, 2-2 the count.
Tucker Williams on deck for the Ironmen.
Gavin's had a big night on strikeouts as a pitcher. Has given up 4 hits. The big one was the 2-run homer, or he'd be pitching a shutout. That pitch is high, full count. We will talk with Coach Josh McGraw in the post game, so stay with us for that. There is a line drive right up the middle, and that is going to be chased down by the center fielder, and that's one of those that goes to the fence if it isn't right at the center fielder.
It looked like a frozen rope, but
yeah,
the right fielder
nice.
Just about 3 steps, and he tracks it down for the second out.
Tucker Williams double his last time up. 1 for 2 in the contest. We left him, actually left him then on second base. Would have been a couple of those bonus runs that would have made this one a little easier, but 4-2 is your Ironman lead. All kinds of people warming up in the dugout. Eli Ray throwing again. Looks like Rylan Wyatt also warming up. Pitch to Tucker, and that's a long fly ball, but it's well foul down the right field side.
Mason Gentry, the pitcher for the Braves, has went the distance tonight.
Actually only giving up 4 hits to the Ironmen. There's a line drive down the left field line. That one's going to roll. It is in foul territory. Tucker's going to go for 2. He's going to have to hustle, and he slides in there with a double. Back-to-back doubles for Tucker Williams.
Hit hard right down over the third base, just on the inside of that line, and rolls to the left field corner, and the left fielder gets it back in quickly, but Tucker Williams slides in with the double.
Don't claim to know a lot about baseball, but I think Tucker Williams is going to have a great senior season.
Yeah.
Did kind of the same thing football season in the fall, didn't he?
Certainly did. He was our Swiss Army knife back in the football, wasn't he? Could do it all.
First pitch to Bodie Wolford, catches the inside edge of the plate, but Bodie, whoa, that first time up this season, long 2-run homer. Second time a strikeout. There's a fly ball to right field, very high, but the right fielder shouldn't have to move far from his tracks, and he's able to make the catch. So the Ironmen get 1 more hit, but no more runs. So we are headed to the top of the 7th inning. It is your Jackson Ironmen 4, Logan Elm 2. Ironmen need 3 outs for victory number 1. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Osborne Equipment Service.
Is Ralph there?
You sure you've got the right number?
Is he there?
Well, what's he look like?
He's got white hair and spots.
Is Ralph your dog?
He's a Dalmatian.
Why would he be here at Osborne Equipment Service?
You always say you have something for everyone.
We do, with service for trucks, trailers, buses, and RVs, and we're family owned and operated. Maybe you should look in your backyard for Ralph.
I'll just call his cell phone.
Your diesel specialist since 1979. Osborne Equipment Service in Jackson, Ohio. Call 800-937-3501.
Our family works hard so we can serve your family. That's the motto at Ramey's Used Cars, which is located 7 miles west of MacArthur on US Route 50 next to Ramey's Homes. Ramey's has been providing quality pre-owned vehicles since 1970, and Ramey's also has a high-quality parts department. Give Ramey's Automotive a call today at 596-4694, and don't forget to check out John's weekly specials. Just look for the signs and the vehicles in the front of the lot.
3 outs away from the first victory of the season for our Jackson Ironmen baseball team. We are here at Sparky Howler Field. Beautiful facility for baseball, beautiful night to watch baseball, and it's been a quick one, Dan. We have flown through this game, and if Gavin can get 3 more outs, it is going to be a fast victory number 1 for Jackson.
The starting time was written down as 5 o'clock, but Logan Elm not getting here thinking the time was starting was 5:15, but it is a rapidly moving game.
First batter for Logan Elm will be Zane Seimer. He has had a single and a ground out, 1 for 2 on the evening. Right-hander versus the right-handed Gavin Jones. In the first pitch, swing and a miss. When Gavin is on, he gets stronger as the game goes. And like we said, since the home run in the 4th, it's been 5 strikeouts, a ground out, and a pop-up. He has controlled the game from that moment.
Well, there's the count of 0-2 as he sends that fastball right down the middle.
The 0-2 pitch, a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just outside, 2-2.
Top of the 7th, nobody on for the Braves, nobody out.
That pitch is a called strike, another strikeout, double figures for Gavin. He now has 10.
Here comes the pitcher, Gentry, Mason Gentry, who's responsible for the 2 runs that they've scored tonight.
We can't get him out yet. He had a single in the 2nd, the home run in the 4th, and has pitched a very solid game. Like we said, Ironmen have only had 4 hits on him. We've taken advantage of him.
Catcher Ernst wanting the outfit to shift a little back to the left.
First pitch is a strike. Second pitch a touch low, 1 ball, 1 strike. There is a
check swing.
Check swing over to Garrett Legg. He gets it over to Gavin Jones, who covers first base nicely. There are quickly 2 outs in the inning.
He stuck his bat out on a check swing, and it went down to the first baseman, who scooped it up and handed it off to Gavin Jones for out number 2. The Ironmen, or the Braves, down to their final out.
Pitch is a strike. Gavin's been right around the plate here these last 2.5 innings. Just a touch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ground ball right down the first base line, but foul by about 2 feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and he was a little bit high, and boy, he wanted to swing at it, but held back.
He wound up, didn't he? But then held back, as it makes the count even at 2-2.
Brady Neff, the batter. The 2-2. Popped up, but foul behind the backstop. Hits on Huron Street.
Just before the cars pass by.
Whoa, that pitch was close. A little bit low. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The full count pitch, righty versus righty, and that's inside, and he draws a walk. Brady Neff hung in there, fouled a couple back, and draws a walk. Tying run comes to the plate in Grant Klein, the first baseman. He'll head down and have a word with Drew McGlone. He is the head coach of Logan Elm. Morgan Williams walks out, and he'll have a second discussion with Gavin Jones. His first one certainly worked.
One man on, 2 outs.
Tying run at the plate. Grant Klein will now step into the box. Gavin Jones trying to close the deal. Pitch outside, ball 1.
That's the first 2 batters of the inning out.
There's a shot to right center field, but it's right at Nolan Johnson, and he makes the catch. And the Jackson Ironmen pick up victory number 1. I tell you, Grant Klein hit the ball hard, didn't he?
He hit it hard, but Johnson able to track it down just in right center field, and the Ironmen go to 1-0 after the 4-2 victory.
Well, we had Cade Wolford out there for years in center field. You knew how much ground he could cover, but Nolan moving over from left to center, very similar. He covers the ground, makes a nice catch on that one. Jackson Ironmen get win number 1 on the season as they defeat Logan Elm by a score of 4-2. Gavin Jones gets the win, goes the distance. He pitches 7 innings, had 4 hits. He had 10 strikeouts in the contest. Gave up the 1-2-run homer, but besides that, pretty much dominated throughout.
And he had that little lull in the middle innings, and Coach Williams went out and talked to him. It seemed like he got stronger as the innings went on.
No question about it. Ironman hitting-wise, I know Coach McGraw, who we will talk to here shortly, probably would like to see a little better hitting out of Jackson, but Bodie Wolford, the big 2-run homer in the second inning, got us on the scoreboard.
Certainly did, and his first plate appearance of this season, and right over the left center field wall.
Third inning, we could have had the big lead. I think we get the first 2 on by a walk. We have 2 singles after that, a little bit of a base running golf in there that kind of ran us out of a big game, but that gave us the 4-0 lead actually after 3 innings, and it was just a matter of Gavin mowing them down except for that 1-2-run homer.
All right, well, the Ironmen go to 1-0, and what's up next for the Ironmen?
Well, Jackson will be back at it with Uniota coming to town on Tuesday. So that will be a game we will be here with Total Media. We will stream that game to you on there. The other situation was obviously is our Iron Ladies softball team. Since we're adding softball this season, we will be back on the air streaming the Jackson Iron Ladies softball team on Thursday night. We will come right back on Friday night, and the Ironmen will host Eastern Megs, and we'll be back on Saturday as Warren comes to town. So another busy week of Jackson baseball/softball coming up next week. And once again, Total Media has truly stepped up and taken the bull by the horns here and are giving you folks an awful lot of opportunities to watch this Ironman team.
Yeah, 10-0 in the FAC. They go undefeated and capture the FAC crown, go deep into the tournament playoffs, and a lot of returners from last year's team, and this is a veteran team.
It is a veteran team, and it is a fun team to watch on there. Coach McGraw has them all huddled out in left field. He usually does a little post-game talk with them, and he's really good about coming up and chatting with us afterwards. We'll get a couple of his thoughts on this first thing. A win is a win is a win, but like you said, I think he's going to want to see a little better hitting up there, and obviously base running. One of the things Jackson normally does, and as you saw, we had the big pickoff on second base. We do great things around the bases there, and those are correctable errors, and I think he will probably address that situation maybe when we get up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could have been a huge inning for Jackson in the one inning. That would have been our third inning of play.
Gets the big hit, and I think he thought the runner was coming from third.
I think he didn't see the runner at third base.
Didn't see him, and then all of a sudden there's 2 on third base.
Yeah.
The umpires meet in the infield for what amount? A couple of minutes.
Long
and
discussion.
decided.
I think he probably must have touched third. We'll get Coach McGraw's exact description on that, but they discussed it. Before you know it, it was 2 outs instead of 1. But regardless, the Ironmen hold on to that 4-2 victory and lots of baseball coming. And I tell you what, if we could have this night every other game of the year, I'd take it right now.
Absolutely.
Beautiful night of baseball.
Sun shining brightly now, and they started out pretty nasty, but the weathermen were right. They said it would clear up this afternoon.
They did.
I just checked the phone. It's still 78 degrees here at Sparky Haller Field.
Wow, that's beautiful. Tell you what, big shout out to Coach McGraw, probably Coach Williams. They work hard on the field. The kids do too. You'll see as he's breaking his huddle here, those kids will come out and they all do something to get this field back ready to go again. It's neat, but that's a tough job keeping the maintenance here. Our field is fabulous.
It's just beautiful, and for this early in the season, you just know what you're going to get. But with this field, it drains well, and the turf is excellent.
Well, once again, a shout out to OVB Bank and Ryan Jones. And I know he's gotten some free labor out of Gavin too, but they're doing a kind of a remake of this press box. It's in the process, but they are doing some great things up here. And last year we had the major upgrades on the field, the infield, the grounds look great right now, and we're going to upgrade the press box this year. And we look up on the hill for our softball, the beautiful facility there, and it's just. Jackson is so lucky, as we have talked about, with the football stadium, our basketball situation, our baseball, softball, even the track we see out there and the way out there in left center field.
The community of Jackson really comes together to help out.
They do
the sports.
step up, as we have always said, and we are so very lucky. Well, Coach McGraw is working his way here. I will steal the headset from Dan Dobbins. And we are going to get a chance to hear from our head coach. Coach Josh McGraw is joining us after the Ironmen pick up victory number 1 on the season, the 4-2 win over Logan Elm. First of all, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
What you did, it's not a surprise that you put your ace out there tonight and he kind of controlled the game. He'd probably like to have one pitch back, I would say.
Yeah.
But 10 strikeouts later, Gavin Jones did what Gavin Jones does.
Yeah, that's what he does. He's our number 1 for a reason. He's a dog on the mound. He led us today. Went out there and I think he got through it around 70, 78 pitches, somewhere around 80, which was a shock. I expected to have to use 2 or 3 pitchers today. Only having to use 1 is kind of a shock. But yeah, he led us out there, and that was a good ball club. Up and down the lineup, they're a great team. I think they've had a lot of 3 and 4 years. Well, their juniors and seniors have been starting since they were young. And you can tell they're going to win a lot of ball games. That was a good pitcher on the mound, had a good curveball. Helped with the big zone behind the plate. You benefited on that. Both pitchers did. But yeah, they're going to win a lot of ball games. We'll look back on this win and realize how good of a win it was against a quality team.
Well, these are big wins. We forget about how important they are late in the season.
Yeah.
This is the kind of win that's a tournament draw win.
It really is. And hats off to their coach. He reached out this year wanting to play. And when somebody reaches out, they got a good ball club. And I don't blame him. He's looking for competition. He actually mentioned having this at the first Friday or Saturday game every year, and I'd love it. I'd love to play him twice. Just because the great quality, it's a well-coached team. You watch them take infield, and they're very fundamental. Swung the bat well. Anytime you get a chance to beat a quality team or play a quality team, let alone beat them, it's just a good experience that makes your team better.
Well, we've got a bit of a target on our back, as we talked about in the broadcast, 84-18 over the last 4 seasons, so we're a well-known commodity on there. That's pretty outstanding.
Absolutely. We've won a ton of ball games, and everybody, people know that. So we talk about that. We call it the Ohio State effect. When Ohio State plays somebody, it doesn't matter if we're playing a MAC school. They're going to get the best version because teams want to win that game. We ran into a scrimmage like that. Team was, they wanted to beat us so bad, and that's good. And it kind of wakes you up a little bit, and had to realize, hey, teams are going to show up whether you're ready or not. You're going to get the best of them, no matter who you are, and you're going to get the best of the pitcher they put on the mound.
It's interesting. Last year, or last 4 years, basically, we've watched Cade Wolford field center field for you there and cover a lot of ground.
Yeah.
I think the guy you put there from left field covers a lot of ground also. Nolan Johnson made a couple big plays out there, plus a hit.
He did. It's not, I guess, I don't know, we just put D1 running backs in center field.
Yeah,
Is that what we do?
and they work.
Yeah.
And they do work.
Yeah, but you're not going to be a running back at Jackson High School and not be athletic. Yeah, we got a quarterback in left field and a running back in center. Probably both going to be D1 guys. They both cover a lot of ground. Nolan covered some ground today. Misread that one. I get it. That's the hard part about games. Outfield's always the last to get game ready because you can't get those live at bats. You try to in batting practice and things, but you just don't get the exit velo and different things like you can off pitchers. You don't get the jam shots and how to read those. He went back on a ball that was shallow, and that's that one that he missed. But I get why he did, because I thought it was deep too. I thought it was going different. It's very difficult, and it's part of our coaching philosophy. The wind's blowing out early in the year. We're going to play to the caution of not letting it over our heads, because the last thing you want to do is come in and give up a double. So that's kind of a coaching philosophy too, and they play along with it. It just kind of cost us on that one play, but he had big RBI today. He's going to lead us. He's been a great leader. He made a mistake on the bases today. I get why he made it.
At some point, I got to ask for a description of actually what happened, because one of the things you do, your base running is normally outstanding. We had the pickoff play today was a thing of beauty, but we did have a little bit of golf of probably ran us out of a big inning there.
It did. We could have probably definitely had 4 runs, let alone not just 2. But I think when he got the second, he kind of forgot you got the second on the overthrow, and Noah had to read the ball. It was a hard shot to right field on Nolan's base hit, so Noah can't take off right away. He's got to make sure it's not caught. And Nolan just assumed that he scored easily, not thinking that
you
he had to
hear
read.
my excuse? You were right behind Noah on third base. You've lost so much weight. I think he thought Noah was you.
I don't know if that's true. I'm still working on that. So we'll go with that one. Maybe Nolan will think that one. But yeah. And it is part of a coaching philosophy. We do run the bases with kind of reckless abandon sometimes. That is our philosophy. If we get a chance, and we were talking in this game, let's go. You should want the green light. You should be looking to steal, take the extra base, things like that. So you don't want to get somebody in trouble for being aggressive, because aggressive is our philosophy. That was just a mental mistake right there. Kind of got out of hand, cost us a couple runs. But hey, we won the ball game, and he won't make that mistake again. I guarantee he probably won't drop or let a fly ball hit the rest of the year. This sport eats you alive, especially when you play a big position. Whether it's offense or defense, you almost have to make a mistake, learn from it to not make it again. That's how you get better at this sport. It's a really weird sport, but that's one of the ways.
You mentioned having a quarterback in left field, Bodie Wolford, second inning. Boy, did he connect on that one.
That was a pretty good hit.
That was a pretty good hit. It left no doubt.
Yeah, it's fine. We have a saying about Bodie. All he does is hit the ball in the barrel. That's what Bodie does. But it was a no-doubter shot, and it got out of here, kind of set the tone for the game. We needed that because it came in. We weren't going to bunt a lot this game. Wanted to get guys ready offensively, and even in that situation, some coaches would have gave him the bunt. But I wanted to give him a chance to hit and learn from that, and he just finds barrels. That's what he does, and he's a great hitter.
Coach, we appreciate it. The big win tonight. We will be back on the broadcast. We're going to stream your game against Unioto on Tuesday night. So looking forward to getting right back at it.
I appreciate you. I'm excited to go home and watch it. So we got a big game Tuesday against Unioto, another great ball club. I love our schedule this year, playing a lot of great competition. Man, that was a big crowd tonight, too.
Great crowd. We're going to have to get more bleachers.
Let's just standing room only, baby.
Yeah, that's not all bad, is it?
That's not bad, but I think it's 75 degrees might have helped with that. But it feels good to watch a Jackson Ironmen play baseball a little bit. And, I appreciate what everybody does for us. Just what people don't realize sometimes, after the game, when they tell them good game, whether they won or lost, it means a lot coming from these parents and these fans, coming grandparents, things like that. That means more than they know. They're just a lot of good human beings walking around here, and it's very much appreciated by everybody.
Coach Josh McGraw, winner of the first game this season. The Ironmen come away with a 4-2 victory. We appreciate you coming up and chatting with us.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Talk to you Tuesday night, Coach. Dan Dobbins gets the headset back. Dobby, you did a good job.
Well, the first ever
baseball broadcast.
44 years of football.
You've done a few football and basketball, but got you into baseball now.
Yeah, kind of fun tonight.
I enjoyed it myself. Appreciate you coming out. It was fun. Quick, fast, efficient game. you can tell right now this Jackson team is going to be a fun team to watch this year.
Certainly. And I like what Coach McGraw said. They really work at it. And as evidence, the game's been over. Logan Elm is left. They're on the bus. And the whole team's still in their uniforms out preparing the infield for the next game.
Yeah, we see this every home game, but I thought you'd appreciate their efforts. The kids really put the time in on this.
Maybe I can get them out of my house.
There you go. Well, I don't think so.
Right.
Hey, the Jackson Ironmen pick up victory number 1 on the season. They are 1-0. We will be back with Total Media broadcast once again at Tuesday evening, a 5 o'clock first pitch. Be with us there.